Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very busy schedule to speak to me. All right, so tell me a little bit about the story of Hackney's Finest. Give me the setup.
It's about a nice guy who lives in Hackney who does a bit of heroin. And then he gets in trouble with this lovely, friendly policeman who's
got a bit of a vendetta against this guy. And so
sends him in after him. And then all these people come after him, and he calls in his Welsh Jamaican buddies and his Afghan friends, and then it all goes really bad.
Kicks off in a warehouse in Tilbury Docks.
All I love about it is funny. It's actually very funny, and some of there's some great lines in it that just really quite iconic lines.
Great. What was it that made you desperate to jump on this project?
The characters are different to the film. All the gangster films you've seen before. These ones are different. Most of them aren't that kind of typical Cockney gangster. Most of them are, there's the Welsh Jamaicans, there's the Russians, there's the Eastern Europeans, there's the Afghans.
And the Russians are dysfunctional as well. They're not heavy, they're just silly. And they just get everything wrong. I get run over, all kinds of things.
I think my favourite observation of it was that in the film Hackney's Finest, it's the coppers who are the baddies and it's the drug dealers who are the goodies.
Tell me about the character of Priestley. You play obviously the guy right at the front of the poster, the big villain. They say people who play villains have more fun than people who play the good guys, although less funny lines, I suppose.
But I reckon Sean would agree with me in that it's a lot more fun to play villains. You just get to, especially if you're a little bit mad like him, then you get to, because there's almost nowhere you can't go with your imagination. Not just normal bad, but a little bit of a screw loose as well is even better.
Yeah, I mean, I've probably played over 100 villains, and I'd never get to. I mean, I've just started doing a rom-com now, but I love playing villains.
It's the Scar.
It is the Scar.
Yeah, well, there's that, but there's that, yeah, and also I talk a bit like that. But I've just done a stint on Mission Impossible, being a bit villainous in that with Mr. Cruise, and I'm now starting on with Vinnie Jones next week as well on Kill Kane. But this was one of the funnest films I've done for a long time. I really enjoyed it, even though it was hard, long days and it was freezing cold.
Tell me about the filming process. I suppose you went out to the Docklands?
Yeah,
East London, kept it local.
Yeah,
filming in Hackney as much as we could. All the exteriors. We filmed a lot of warehouses. There's a lot of warehouses in this film.
There is a lot of warehouses.
They were really cold. We filmed there for a couple of months in different warehouses.
Why did we do it in
London flats?
It was February. Why did we do it? Why couldn't we have done it in August?
I know. It's because you were only available in February. You were doing Skyfall or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that. But. Yeah, no, it was great fun. A hard process, but I mean, it was what the great thing about filmmaking and what's so great fun about it is everyone's trying to create the same thing. Everyone's working towards the same. If you want to call it a piece of art, so it's the camaraderie and everyone's just working together to come out with a great film. And that's why I love making movies, because you meet someone different every day. You're doing something different every day, and everyone's working towards one goal, which makes it fun. And particularly on this, it was a really fantastic team. Everyone just mucked in and made it work. And there's some great people. DOP Michael Spry did a fantastic job.
I want to ask, what would you say to people who say they want to see the film but they're not sure what to expect?
Well, it's you described it well as a kind of gangster spoof.
It's a spoof. It's a spoof gangster film, but it's funny. And I play gangsters all the time, and I'm kind of tired of the genre a little bit. It's like you can only go in so many languages, but this is funny. It's funny. It's different. It's quirky. It doesn't take itself seriously. It takes the out of itself. It's what it makes it fun. So, it's a roller coaster ride of silliness.
It's silly. That's the thing. Don't expect
silly,
it
it's
to
fun.
be serious.
So
it doesn't require you to think very deeply.
No thought at all.
It's fun.
In fact, is required.